Hello, this is Mary with Mango Math, and I'm here with Millie to give a lesson tutorial out of our sports and math kit. Baseball. Baseball games use Pythagorean theorem when you're calculating the distance of a throw to a base. And we are going to do that in this game, in which we are going to use a baseball diamond. We're going to use this bottom line that goes through the bottom part of the home plate as our x-axis. And we are going to use from the catcher up through the pitcher through the second base as our y-axis. So this is going to set up a coordinate grid for us. We are going to roll dice that is going to give us a position on the grid. So the positive and negative dice is going to tell us what side of home plate. Are we to the right or to the left of home plate? The six-sided dice is going to tell us how far along the x-axis we're going to go, either right or left. And the 10-sided dice is going to tell us how far in the field we're going up the y-axis into the field. So this is played like a baseball game. This activity is played like a baseball game. So a student who's at the plate will roll a dice on where their ball lands on the field. So for this example, let's say this landed at the 6 and the 8. So we're going to go over, and the positive. So we're going to go over 6 and we're going to go up 8. So our ball lands right there. Now the students are going to calculate what that throw to home is. In order to figure that out, we have made a right triangle now. So we use Pythagorean theorem. A squared, and our A was that 6 squared, plus our B squared, which was that 8 squared, equals C squared. So 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64, equals C squared. So we add the 36 and the 64, and we get exactly 100, equals C squared. So we know that 10 squared equals 100. So we're going with that 10. And up here, it will tell you a single is any number that lands between 1 and 6. A double is any number that lands between 2 and 9. A 10 is a triple, and 11 is a home run. So we got a 10, so that means our player is going to move around the board to the third base, and they're going to stop right there. Let me change my color of my pen. So they're going to land right there on third base. So that was our third baseman's, our first player's time up to bat. So there are ways in which players can strike out. There are foul balls. Anything that lands in this yellowish area, that will be considered a strike to start with. Strikes are any endpoints within these circles, meaning somebody could have caught it. A foul ball or a strike player is out. So once they get 3 foul balls, if it's gone into the yellow or it's landed in one of these circles, the player is out, and they only get just get 1 out. So we're just playing a very simple game of baseball. You don't have to worry about that so much as trying to figure out that Pythagorean theorem. So some of the square roots come out evenly, like it did with our 10, but some of them need to be rounded to the nearest whole number. So know that when the kids are figuring this out, this answer may be something like, let's change this to a 5 squared. So we have, let me change my pen again. We have 5 squared. So that's 25 plus 64 equals our C squared. So we've got a 90, we've got a 89. So now we have to determine what number rounded is closest to 89. So we would look at that as being 9 squared, which is 81, and we're 7 points away. So 9 squared is our closest. We would have that 9 as our double, and you would move the player to that second base. So that's the kids can keep score on the little scoreboard on each player, but really we're trying to get the mathematics out of them. So that's what our goal is. Once they've mastered this, you can do is the ball landing anywhere in the field. They've rolled the dice. Let's say they got this coordinate. The play is at first base right here. So you're going to have the students make their right triangle and figure out what that throw to first base is. So there's different ways you can play the game. It doesn't always have to be a throw to home. It's just a means of getting them to calculate what that distance of that throw is. So enjoy.